So, as you probably know, it's everywhere. Uh, uh, Trump basically puts together a peace plan for Gaza that involves Hamas releasing all the hostages, dead and alive, basically disarming and supposedly playing no role in the future of Gaza, Gaza being taken over by some kind of international entity, a board run by him, by Trump, ultimately turned over to a reformed and restructured Palestinian Authority. While this is happening, of course, Israel retreats from the Gaza Strip. An international force comes in to fill in the security gap. That international force is made up of Arab countries, and this was a proposed peace deal. Brought it in front of people are such idiots. I read the chat. I shouldn't. Wyatt is back with his inability to think. The idea is Israel withdraws to pre-October 7th to pre-October 8th border. And I guess the Arab world, together with the United States and maybe Europe and maybe other countries, rebuild Gaza into whatever. Netanyahu was brought to the White House in order to agree to this plan. As part of that meeting, Netanyahu was demanded of Netanyahu to call the Prime Minister of Qatar, apologize for Israel's attack on Hamas in Qatar, and which he did. Yeah, he had a script, and he read the script, and he called the Prime Minister of Qatar. He committed to never attacking Qatar again, never attacking Hamas in Qatar. He expressed condolences or regret for the fact that one Qatari citizen was killed in the attack. I mean, just a pathetic display. But par for the course, I guess. And Netanyahu, in spite of having grave reservations about this plan, and in spite of the fact that his coalition partners in Israel have significant reservations about this plan, basically agreed to the plan. Hamas has been dragging their feet all week without giving a response, but supposedly, based on the news I'm reading right now, they over the last hour or so, or last couple of hours, have responded to the plan positively, in a sense that they're willing to release all the hostages. They want some clarifications, they claim, and they want to renegotiate certain parts of it, primarily about giving up their weapons and about their involvement in the future of Gaza. It's going to be really, really, really interesting to see whether the United States and Israel are willing to negotiate with Hamas about these points, whether this agreement is still open for negotiations or whether it's a done deal. And I think we will know within the next few days whether this is a done deal. Hamas is very good. They're very good at dragging these things out, of giving people enough hope that they're going for it, to keep it being dragged out. I also think that what's going on is that within Hamas there's significant disagreements about the agreement, but they're gonna play the game, and we'll see if the United States and Israel let them play the game. My guess is that the answer is yes. Trump wants this deal done. So they will delay as much as they can. How much they can delay is hard to tell. I mean, the good news is that probably the consequence of this will be the release of the hostages. That is the good news. You'll probably see both the live and the bodies of the dead hostages released within a couple of weeks, assuming that Hamas will ultimately negotiate something that allows them to say, okay, that's fine. So that is kind of the state of play. As part of all this, Trump also gave the Qataris a security guarantee with no conditions attached to it, no conditions about the Qataris changing their minds, no conditions about the Qataris stopping to fund terrorism, no conditions about the Qataris shutting down Al Jazeera, or maybe shifting Al Jazeera to be a little bit more moderate. No conditions about the Qataris abandoning the Muslim Brotherhood. None, no conditions at all. Donald Trump gave them a security guarantee, basically implying that if Israel attacks Qatar again, the United States is at war with Israel, which is the implication of the security guarantee. It is anybody who attacks Qatar is an enemy of the United States. The United States is guaranteed to come and protect them. Really pretty astounding move for the President of the United States. But that's what we have. As part of this deal, you got a number of Muslim and Arab countries signing on in agreement with the peace deal, including countries like Turkey, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, but even as far as, I think, Indonesia and Malaysia, and Pakistan. Pakistan is playing a big role here. Pakistan, of course, now has a security guarantee with Saudi Arabia, and Trump is very friendly with the Pakistanis. Go figure, Trump and the Pakistanis, hard to tell. But I'm sure there's a 4D chess reason for it. There's a 4D chess reason for Trump being friendly with the Pakistanis. Just ask Anne if you're not sure what it is. She'll explain it to you. But, as you know, I think any peace deal with Hamas is an abomination. Even this one, which is not bad. This is about as good as it gets. But the idea that you negotiate with Hamas, the idea that you recognize their legitimacy by negotiating with them, I think is absurd. I think, again, the idea of a security guarantee to Qatar, which is a major funder of terrorism around the world, and a major funder of Islamism around the world. They are the funder and supporter, home of, protector of the Muslim Brotherhood, which is the fountainhead of all these Islamist groups. That is a travesty and a betrayal. So I think, long term, I think this peace deal is no good. It hurts Israel, it hurts the West, it hurts the United States. It makes it very difficult to fight the broader battle against Islamism and jihadism when you're, making best friends with the people who support jihadism and Islamism. It also suggests that a Palestinian state is in the future. It doesn't basically. There's no provision for justice towards those among Hamas who are still alive, who were responsible for October 7th. There's no provision there for them being tried. Indeed, as part of this, Israel is supposed to release 150 murderers, 150 terrorist murderers, and thousands of detainees that they've arrested. So there's no justice in this. There's no thought about justice. This is very much what the Israeli public wants, in a sense that all the Israeli public seems to care about these days is the release of the hostages. And I think this gets them that, if it goes through. And look, Hamas is very weak right now. So it takes advantage of that, and it gets them at their weak point. And maybe there's a chance that they're so weak that they will never recover. But I wouldn't bet on that. And I wouldn't bet on the fact that the Qataris will fund them into recovery. And not just the Qataris, but others. So I'm not happy with the peace deal. As I told you a long, long time ago, the way to solve the problem in Gaza is the complete and utter destruction of Hamas. And that needed to be done militarily, it needed to be done aggressively, and it needed to be done 18 months ago, not today. It's a little late. and not after negotiating round after round after round after round after round of ceasefires with them. They should have been taken out right at the beginning. But it is what it is. The appeasement of Islamism, just like in England, in the Middle East, continues. It didn't start yesterday. It didn't start with Trump. It's been going on forever. Israel is to a large extent responsible. The United States is responsible. I warned against this in 9/11 and after Oslo and over and over and over again. It's a never-ending conflict. I mean, there is some hope that the demand for Palestinian Authority reform will be real this time. We'll see. But a lot of this is about execution and will it be executed? And allow me to be skeptical. I am still one who believes that the only solution is Israel occupying Gaza, ripping out every last vestige of Hamas and destroying it. I would rearrest every single one of the people Israel released in the hostage exchanges. Put them back in jail. And I would occupy the Gaza Strip. And if people want to rebuild it, then fine, let the money come in to rebuild it under Israeli supervision. Under Israeli supervision, so that tunnels and bombs and missile launches are not facilitated by it. Okay, so we will keep track of this peace deal. It's not the last time we'll talk about it, but it does. I mean, the headline in NPR right now is Hamas agrees to parts of peace deal after Trump gives deadline, and the BBC says Hamas says it agrees to release Israeli hostages, but seeks changes to the U.S. Gaza peace plan. It's exactly what Trump's response to that is going to be. We will see.